Good morning. Good morning. It is Tuesday, July 14th, 2026. We are currently here on planet Earth. And in this message today, I want to talk to you all about discouragement. Discouragement. In this day and age that we live in, with comparison, expectations that we've set for ourselves that are completely unrealistic, the need to be quote unquote perfect, the need to quote unquote have it all figured out as if we ever figure it out, the need to find ourselves as if we're not already found, it can lead us to a slew of emotional states, anywhere from discouragement to hopelessness to defeat, you name it, we can experience it. And in this message today, I want to encourage you all, when feeling discouraged, on some things that you can proactively do to move yourself through what you're experiencing to a new place, a new pace, and a new grace. Today, I want to talk to you about how to navigate discouragement. Number one, when you're feeling discouraged, it's okay to acknowledge it for what it is. Acknowledge that you feel discouraged. Oftentimes, we push our emotions down like a plunger, and what happens is what goes down must come back up the same way that what is up must come back down. When you're feeling discouraged, acknowledge that you're feeling discouraged. Notice the thoughts around and the actual thoughts and beliefs that are causing the actual discouragement, because the discouragement is nothing more than a thought or belief that you had. It's a comparison to the way that things used to be. It's a projection into the future that hasn't even happened yet. And without all of that mental thought, beyond thought, everything is fine. Beyond thought, you're in peace. Beyond thought, you're in this present moment. So discouragement is something to acknowledge without clinging to. The second you tell yourself, I am discouraged, do you see how you're taking that on as your identity? I am discouraged. What if, instead of saying, I am discouraged, we acknowledged it for what it was and said, okay, discouragement is here. Get curious. The quality of the questions we ask determines the quality of our life. Ask better questions, get a better answer. Get a better answer, live a better answer. Live a better answer, live a better life. Period. So when you're feeling discouraged, get curious. Where is this discouragement coming from? Is it an attachment to a thought that isn't true? Is it an expectation that you have of yourself or others that is completely unrealistic? Is it the fact that you've overloaded your plate and forgot to set boundaries in the areas of your life that are important to you, and now you're so far gone, you're feeling discouraged? Okay, get back on track. Today's a new day. But you know what it's easy to do, mamas? It's easy to blow things out of proportion. It's easy to think, woe is me. It's easy to make mountains out of molehills. Why? Because that is the easy thing to do. This woe is me mentality is easier than taking a look in the mirror and saying, where and what can I do? How did I get me here, and how can I get me out of this? And I get it. Sometimes we're in situations, circumstances that are outside of our control. It's about analyzing what's in our circle of control, taking a look at that, and starting from that place of presence. That, mamas, is powerful. From that place, from that grace, you can now come up with solutions to your perceived problem. Now I say perceived problem. What do I mean by perceived problem? There are no problems in this current reality. Let that sink in. God says in the Bible that He works it all together for the good for those who believe in Him. There are no problems in the present reality. And those of you that are sticking with me here, I see you. A lot of people tune out when I say that. It's too much to bear. It's too much to actually understand that there are no problems. Test it for yourself. When you go to sleep at night, the problems that you had when you were awake all of a sudden melt away. The second you wake up, this I person, this me becomes so real, and it feels so real. Well, where were the problems when you were sleeping? There weren't any. What if the problems that you're experiencing are in your head? If everything in this current reality, this current field is teaching you and leading you to where you're supposed to be, where's the problem? Now, I do believe there are circumstances and situations, but when we label them problems, what kind of energy do we take on when we label something a quote unquote problem? All of a sudden, we take that on energetically. What if instead of looking at problems, we think of them as creative circumstances to find solutions to better to better ourselves and humanity and humankind? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. But the second we say that something's a problem, now all of a sudden we think it's a problem. Let's say you're 10 pounds, 20 pounds overweight. Is that a problem? Maybe. What if it's just an opportunity for you to get better, to grow better, to feel better? Maybe that 20 pounds is the invitation that you needed to actually get yourself back into a better shape energetically. And are you comparing yourself to how you used to be? Or are you looking at what you can be? Because every day is a fresh start. Every moment's a fresh moment. Every breath is a fresh breath. Reset, reset. Shift. Shift your perspective. Look at it for what it is and reset. So when you're feeling discouraged, acknowledge it. Ask yourself, where is this coming from? When you get still, the answer will come. When you get still, you'll know why you're feeling discouraged. For me, I feel discouraged when I feel like I'm not living up to my best, highest potential. Well, what does that even mean? The potential that what? I've set for myself, the random metrics that I've created for myself? Okay. Maybe it's not random. Maybe it's something that comes from within, and I know when I'm living in alignment with my highest assignment, and you know when you're living in an alignment with your highest assignment. But if we're not living in alignment with our highest assignment, then we're going to feel discouraged. We have an idea of who we are and how we should be, and when we stray from that, it can create feelings of discouragement. It can create feelings of defeat. It can create feelings of hopelessness, and that is not real. That's in your head. So get clear. You cannot solve a problem from the same consciousness that created your problem. So if your same consciousness created your problem, it's time to elevate your consciousness. It's time to upgrade your IP, your internal programming. Your operating system. Your internal operating system, iOS. What does that look like? What are you doing to program yourself? Who's programming you? Are you listening to spiritual texts and things that inspire you, or are you listening to things that aren't inspiring, like the news, CNN, constantly the negative news? Are you feeding your body with foods that fuel you and give you energy, or are you succumbing to foods that drain your energy, and now all of a sudden you're having to feel like you have to pay a price for what you put in your mouth? What if today you chose foods that fuel you? What if today you chose to listen to things that uplift you? Thank you all for being here. What if today you moved your body and spoke kind words to yourself like you would your best friend? Just for today. Just for this moment. What if you wrote a quick action plan for yourself and you did 5 things today that you knew that would move the needle in the areas that you feel discouraged in? If it's organization, maybe start with 1 load of laundry. Maybe start picking up with 1 piece of clothing. But oftentimes we look at these perceived problems and we feel like they're insurmountable because we're looking at the whole mountain, and all you need to focus on is a step in front of you. And then another step, and then another step, and then another step. And before you know it, you're all the way up that mountain. And don't forget, while you're on your way up that mountain, to look back at how far you've come, mamas. Look back at how far you've come. And if you're not a mom yet, look back at how far you've come in your personal journey. God's taking you this far. We're climbing the mountain step by step, inch by inch, it's a cinch. But when we're looking at the whole mountain and we're overthinking it, it's called analysis paralysis. Now you feel discouraged. It's called analysis paralysis. Now you feel overwhelmed. What if you focused on the next step, the next right action to take today? Moving through that, flowing through that, acknowledging the discouragement for what it is, but not attaching to it as part of you. It's a flowing emotion that's through you, and you're getting through it. Yes, you can, and yes, you are. Yes, you can, and yes, you are. I want you all to take out a pen and paper right now, and I want you to write down, yes, I can, and yes, I am. I'm going to do it with you. Yes, I can, and yes, I am. Now let's go into the I am. What are you, and who are you? Yes, you can, and yes, I am. Who are you? Who are you? You might say, I'm a mom. You might say, my name is Lucy. My name's Kelly. My name's Erica. Hi, Sam. My name's Sam. Those are labels. Who are you? You might say, oh, I'm a business owner. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm a neighbor. I'm a daughter. I'm a this. I'm a that. Okay, those are more labels. Labels, 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 labels. Who are you beyond the labels? You might say, oh, I'm an athlete. Label. That's a label. I'm a doctor. Okay, that's a label. We're getting deeper here. Who are you beyond the labels that we've given ourselves? This is the problem. People are here trying to fix themselves in their label identities, trying to fix their body, which is a form identity, trying to fix their business, which is a form identity, trying to fix themselves, which is a form identity. Who are you beyond all of those things? You are pure essence, consciousness. You are the emanating light from within. You are love, you are light, you are gratitude, you are awareness, being aware of itself. But most people have thoughts throughout their day, and they assume that those thoughts are them. The thoughts that you think are not you. They are visitors, unconscious patterns, unexamined thought patterns running our lives. Is that insane or what? So the next time you're in a bad mood, I promise you, you are one positive thought away from a better mood. Just think better thoughts. I know that sounds so simple, and it might be hard. Another level to this is beyond thought, is to clear the thoughts, just allow that space to be. You are that space between the words. You're reading a book and you see the lines on the page. You are that space between the lines on the page. You are not the words, you are that space in between. And so a positive thought is a step, but beyond that, I encourage you to just sit in that awareness without thought. And thoughts will come, welcome them. But realize that the thoughts aren't you. The labels that you claim aren't you. So who are you? Who are you? If I can ask you guys one question to let you sit on until next time, the question is, who are you? Who are you? You can sit and ponder that. And when you realize you aren't your body, you don't feel discouraged when you get a little bit out of shape or when you fall off track, because you realize that you aren't your body. I realized this when I got injured. I put so much emphasis and joy and love, and a lot of my excitement and energy comes from movement, through movement. Movement is medicine and motion is lotion. And I often find myself that when I'm injured, I'm not able to move the way that I normally like to. But then one day it hit me. I said, I cannot be my body. I cannot be this body, because I'm noticing that the body is deteriorating. The body is a body, so it will get injured. It will have issues. Okay, so if I'm my body and my identity comes from being an athlete or doing what I do from a movement standpoint, that that's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for suffering. And that's why you see these professional athletes that stop doing their sport or their craft, and all of a sudden they go into deep depression and they want to kill themselves. They want to kill themselves because they thought that what they were doing and what they achieved was themselves, but that wasn't them. That was a something to attain, and once they got it, they're like, who am I beyond this athletic career? Who am I beyond my acting career? Who am I beyond motherhood? You see empty nesters, moms that just completely go off the deep end. And I get it. If I was believing and thinking those thoughts, I would have to do the same thing. And I'm not saying live a cold, callous life where you don't feel emotion and enjoy the things that you enjoy. What I'm saying is acknowledge it for what it is and realize that those things and those forms that you play, that's not you. So when you go deeper and you ask yourself, who are you beyond motherhood, beyond being a daughter, beyond an athlete, beyond a nurse or whatever role you play in society, who are you beyond those things? Those things cannot be you. People lose their jobs. They lose their job. They want to commit suicide. They want to kill themselves because they got fired. What if them getting fired was the opportunity and invitation to go higher, to go deeper, to maybe start their own business or find a role where they're actually excited or get inventive? You know, the greatest resource is resourcefulness. That perceived problem that you're experiencing, what I talked about earlier on in this message, there are no problems in life. All problems are perceived. It's a perspective thing. Some people can look at one thing and they're like, okay, this is an opportunity. The other person's like, oh my gosh, this freaking sucks. I want to kill myself. How is that possible? It's called perspective. Somebody goes through a divorce, they want to jump off of a bridge because their identity was attached to another human being. They thought another human being could complete them. But I guarantee you to look in the mirror. Look up and look in the mirror. God is the only one that can fulfill us. He's the only one that can give us that sustained comfort and partnership. Look in the mirror. The greatest partner that you have is you. We're waiting for somebody else to come give us that. Look in the mirrors, mama. Look in the mirror. You want to see your biggest partner, your biggest companion in life? Look in the mirror. It's you. I know it's so easy to outsource our happiness, outsource our love to something outside of us. I get it. It's easy to do. It's easy to do if we go unchecked. It's easy to look at everybody else as a solution to our problem. It's easy to look at everybody else as the problem to our problem, perceived problem. But today is a new day. Look in the mirror. The best relationship that you could ever have is with you. The best integrity that you could ever have is through you. The best authenticity that you could ever experience is your own. You all are lights and loves, and God has a purpose for you in your life. So how are you going to live it today? How are you going to give it today? How are you going to show up today? How are you going to utilize this present moment to catalyze and be a catalyst for light, for love, for everyone else around you? Take care of yourself. Start with yourself. It's so easy to look at all the problems in the world. I encourage you to look at the problems, quote unquote, problems in your own life. Solve those, and then you can go solve world problems. You got this. I'm here for you. Does anybody have any stress that they would like to address today? Think about these things. Settle into these things. We're all human, having a human experience. I encourage you to analyze and take a look and notice how your thoughts that you're having are creating the experienced reality that you're experiencing. Life is imaged. Life is imagined. No image, no problem. Image, problem, quote unquote. Just notice. Just notice. It's a gentle noticing. Gentle noticing. I hope that helps you all today. I wanted to get on here. I was not in service last Friday, so I wasn't able to get on. but I will try to get on. I show up when I can, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, of course, and then I'm doing a little extra bonus session for you here since I missed Friday. And I'm going to continue to get on when I can because this stuff is world changing. Whose world? Your world. What world? Your inner world. It's time to upgrade your internal operating system, your iOS. You get those iOS updates on your cell phone. It's time to upgrade your internal operating system. You might ask, well, how do I even do that? Where do I even start? Take out a journal and start journaling your thoughts. Start taking a thought inventory of what patterns you're currently experiencing, what are you currently thinking and believing, and how can you look at that, ask yourself, is it even true? And from that place of clarity, with looking at it on paper, now you can look at what you're looking at. Now you can look at what you're thinking. Is this a thought that you've been having for the past 30 years and it's not even true, but you've been believing it and now it's affecting everyone around you? Love is an inside job, as I talked about yesterday. Love is an inside job. We can't get from a place without. If you want love, be the love. You want to find the love within yourself. And that's where it starts, mamas. That's where it starts. That's empowerment. That's true empowerment. And sit with that question. Who am I? Write that down. Who am I? Beyond the labels, beyond the roles, beyond the monkey suit that we wear every day. Get clear on that and let me know. Let me know what you find. Let me know what you find. Today's a new day. The past is done. The future hasn't come. All we have is this present moment here and now. Give yourself love. Give yourself grace. Give yourself space. And as we close out this session today, I encourage you to be where you are as you are. Maybe you rotate your shoulders a little bit, wiggle your toes on the ground. Total gratitude for this moment right here and now. As we take a belly breath in, imagine a big balloon filling up. Exhale, as that balloon goes down. Another deep breath in. Exhale. Connect to that breath. Connect to your breath. Get still, get present. Get still, get present. You don't have to get present, you're already present. Return to presence. Make the most of this day, y'all. It's a gift. Until next time, take care. Much love. Be well. Bye for now.